Wait. This is my private toilet. And this one is also my private sink. Hauna choo yako hapa? Wacha kuleta nyefu hapa. Usikia?
But I'm the third principal. Huh? I deserve respect. And the constitution gives me more power than you.
Third principal kitu gani? Ulikuwa wapi wakati Kofi Annan alikuwa anipatia nusu mkate? Hii fana haki.
First we draw the caricatures, and then we sculpt the caricatures with clay. In 2002, I traveled to France and I visited the set of Canal Plus and where they do Le Guignol. So when I got back, I started writing, putting it down and talking to people about it. And so that's when we started. But also, I then realized that a lot needs to be done, and that's why it has taken so long. When we started, for example, we didn't have an idea about these puppets, and we thought, for example, we could just make these puppets from France, and apparently it's very expensive. We then had to do these puppets here, but then again, we had to get, the expertise. And so we do a mold in 3 parts, which is then filled with forming latex.
The process is very fast, so we have to do this very fast, and then everything has to be in place. That's why we have this to help us in doing the screwing the nuts and bolts.
Director, which basically means that I am the parent to the puppets. I take care of them, I dress them, I feed them, I clothe them if they were to eat. It's been tough because the puppet is not a human being. Dressing one puppet takes around 17 minutes to dress just one puppet. And on a normal shoot day, we have up to 10, 15 puppets. So it takes quite a bit of time just to dress it because it doesn't move like a normal human being. You can't tell it, lift your hand, let's do this here now.
We're supposed to make the inanimate objects come to life. And it's through movement that we are able to make them look and feel real, not just dolls. And it's sometimes a bit tricky because you have to coordinate the hand movements with the mouth movements, which becomes, if you're not concentrating hard enough, you end up not having your words in sync with your movement. For instance, like, yes, thank you very much.
Say that I was kidnapped by people who I strongly believe. I strongly believe to be the Kwakwa squad.
A little less of the hesitancy, yeah? But you see it.
Okay. I told you kabisa unafikiria 1.5 million ni pesa mingi. Si mingi hata kitoko. Niko na loan si mingi za kulipa. Chimasiti is loan, kare ni mani sieni loan, hata entertainment loan.
Yeah, yes. I liked it. Thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I didn't understand it, but it sounded good.
I'm the head writer for XYZ, and what's important about my work? Everything is important about my work. I mean, I'm the one who has to come up with most of the ideas, sit down, try and be as creative as possible, which is a hard job to do. But I do it well, if I do say so myself.
Boy, ni dictator. Lakini mimi habana dictator. Wadabuada nyayo, wabende wadupende.
The more people we make angrier, the better, because it means we're hitting home. we're actually pushing the envelope, which is supposed to be what we're trying to do. You know, go above and beyond, be a show like none other, and actually push the boundaries. Because I feel we haven't pushed the boundary in the Kenyan media. People are afraid, too afraid. So let's go out there, let's do something crazy, let's make them angry, and they love the show.
Cabinet is confident that with proper healing and reconciliation, Kenya will not face the events of last year's post-election violence.
Order! The House is now in session.
Mbona unapenda kunichokoza? Saa zile tulikuwa nje, ulinichokoza kila wakati. Sasa wachana na mimi, please. I want peace. Please.
Wacha kuficha kadi chini. Weka kadi zako hapa juu tuangalie.
Kadi gani? Kadi gani unasema? Ujui kuhesabu, umeanza kuwa kipofu.
Na hiyo umeweka chini gani? Hiyo uko hapo chini gani?
With Kibaki, I was so much interested when one day he went on TV and just said that kumbafu, mjinga kama mavi ya kuku, useless, bastard, such a kind of words. It's like he doesn't care, he don't care.
I have only one dear wife.
If you said something, remember XYZ, always remember. If you say something, just know that we are on you. Don't say today that I say this and then you come tomorrow that I didn't say that. We shall play it back for you. And we don't need your voice, I can give you the voice.
Market.
A lot of things happen in our society that don't make sense. And in a normal scenario, we don't get the opportunity to question them. XYZ can do that because we're dealing with puppets. I mean, we can ask the president questions that we wouldn't ask the real president.
Mimi napenda XYZ kwa sababu hiyo Sunday ukiwa umerelax, tukiletwa vitu kama hizo, hata kama ulikuwa na huzuni, familia yote inajaa raha.
XYZ is a very good idea. The fact that people bring out political issues in a satirical way really informs a lot of people. I mean, were it not for some things, most things would pass us by. You know, you'd assume news today and it ends, but when you watch it in such a forum as that, you pick up something. I mean, you're on point as far as news are concerned. You get to know which politician said what and why they think they'd say that. Yeah. You also get to remember when they change it after 1 week.
You are entitled to your independent opinion. So whoever has made that one, I think it makes people happy. People feel they are more entertained. Go to the United States. People would throw George Bush at any cartoon, and he never threw a stone on anybody because he knew these are their constitutional rights and they are entitled.
I swear you will not regret. I am here to serve you. Yes,
Now, the scenes that are normally shot on this green screen are the ones where we either don't have the time or the money to take our actors on set and our puppets on an actual location and shoot them there. So like this shot shows, the shoe duck we did for the XYZ president. Kind of didn't want to damage the puppets. So what we did is we shot somebody just throwing the shoes on an NP wall, and then we merged all those elements together, the footage plus now the artwork, to come up with the final sequence. So no puppets were harmed during the shooting of this sequence.
Yes, people look at this as a political satire, but we look at this as a social satire. So we want to discuss as many issues as possible affecting Kenyans. We don't want to avoid any issue, and we don't want to avoid any character.
Who is it?
This is God. Your day of judgment has come. I created you and saw you were perfect. Why did you change yourself?
It don't matter if you're black or white. Ow!
Actually, it does.
Good night. Mini Mujanja. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.